wanted to do some looking at. There was another UFO sighting in Fox Lake up in British Columbia, or in the Yukon, Fox Lake. So the first card I pulled out is something that's holding its defense. Now, it's a bit ethereal. As you can see with this, you can see through it. You can see through it. So I would say it's, again, something not from this plane of existence that they're seeing there. Okay, now quite a few people saw this UFO, and they all saw exactly the same thing. Okay, the challenge is, trying to make heads and tails of it. Looking and looking within and trying to figure out about the energy of this thing, where it's coming from, where it's going to. So I just feel that the people there, and I love this, this does look a lot like up Alaska way, okay, and trying to figure out the light of this. What is this? I like it. It's got the crystal there. Okay. Conscious thoughts are about the strength. That this is not something that they are unsure about. They're very strong in their perception of what it is, the strength of this thing. Way they see themselves. This is something that they are sitting with on an emotional level, just really trying to figure out what it is. Okay. Subconscious. Again, hits in the emotion. This is kind of the wish fulfilling card of abundance. So I think this was something that was abundantly clear, okay? How others see it, they're trying to look at where this came from, the energy of this thing and how it was moving and what was there within this situation. It's something that feels, almost unreal because we have the dragons there, and it's like, where is this thing coming from? Above it, they know that they saw it. This is absolutely abundantly clear, no hesitation. And this is something that they've kind of struggled with a bit. We kind of have to bow down to this energy. What is this? This is not something that they can control themselves. Okay. In the past, feeling a bit of maybe some loss. There could have been some trepidation with some people. Just feeling like confusion with it. Some confusion for some people with this. A bit fearful, a bit confused, a bit fearful. Hopes and fears that this is something that came out of the blue. Something that came out of the blue, up in the sky, out of the blue, could move very quickly. It was like, and we have a tornado touching down, something of power, something of, a lot of energy, a lot of power. This thing, and the people were confused by it. Some of them were a bit fearful, hesitation. Short term, this has kind of turned things on their ear for a few people, with what is this here? How to interact with it. Longer term, For some, this is a tower moment, okay? It's kind of put in their face that there is something else out there, and they're not sure how to deal with it, okay? This is something of power. They could see that it moved, and it can move very rapidly, okay? It's something that they feel like they have to kind of bow to, not in a subservient way, but just, this is beyond their control. This is something beyond them that's there. So for some people, it's kind of rocked their ideology and just thinking, what else is out here that's out there that we may have to commune with, okay? And it's like overturned. So it's like they're not ready. I'm not ready to commune with this. I'm not ready. I'm a bit fearful because I see this thing has a lot of power. It's kind of shaking things up for me, okay? And let me see these again. For some, it holds out some sort of an opportunity, okay? And for some, it's a bit fear mode. Okay, so different people have different reactions. Some of them, this is like something out of science fiction, okay, that's now come in and they see the reality of it, okay. So for some, they feel a bit fulfilled about this, and for others are in fear mode because of it, okay. Yeah, some of them are wondering about that technology, okay? And you always have some that are driven by fear, and you have some that are driven by hope and wanting to find more answers for it, okay? But this has definitely hit a lot of people emotionally, okay? Very strongly, because it can't be denied. They know what they saw, okay? And so they're in there, again, trying to defend and looking at this and looking within and saying, yeah, I saw this, now what do I do with it? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, well, what do I do with this thing, okay? Because quite a few people saw it, and they came into this one place where the guy had this store, and they all saw the same thing. They drew the same picture. They talked about the same experience. Now, again, some people felt fulfilled in seeing this, and some people felt fearful, trepidation. And oh my God, what is this? And I'm not ready for this, okay? I am not ready for this. And some of them were like, excited by it. It's like, oh, this is like science fiction, and it's right here, and it is real. So I think in this reading, we see there are two different ways of viewing it. Some of them were excited about it. This is like science fiction, and oh my goodness, could be fulfilling. This could be, something fruitful, beneficial, okay? I've seen this, I know it's true, okay? And others were like, oh my God, I'm not ready for this. It's really rocked my world, okay? So I'm going to leave this here, love and light. See you online.